Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a really awesome video today. I am going to be doing this makeup tutorial, and a lot of these products I'm using are actually from Beautycounter. I have recently become a Beautycounter consultant. Shocking, I know. I am not a person for those MLMs or direct sales, but let me tell you a little bit about Beautycounter and why they are different and why I decided to jump on board with their mission. So basically, Beautycounter is for the idea of getting safer products into the hands of everyone, which is something that I wholeheartedly believe in. I have been using natural makeup, low-tax makeup, non-tax makeup for the last 2 years. It is one of the last things that I changed in my journey into a low-tax, non-tax living. I've been on this journey for about 10 years and refining it, and my makeup bag was the last thing that I needed to take care of. I have tried a lot of different all-natural brands, clean beauty brands, green beauty brands, and there's so many, much more choice than there was even 10 years ago. Beautycounter has been in business for about 6 years. They make just beautiful products that work and perform. They also do advocacy in Washington, trying to get our laws changed and more regulations on the beauty industry and the cosmetic industry, which, if you did not know, the European Union has banned or restricted 1,400 ingredients for their cosmetic industry. Canada has restricted 600 ingredients, and the United States has only restricted 30, which means we don't really know what's going into our products, which is not okay with me. And there's a lot of ingredients that are not safe to use on your skin. Everything that you put on your skin gets absorbed into your body. There's a lot of ingredients that are known to cause cancer. There's a lot of ingredients that are known to disrupt your hormones, and especially for us women, that is not okay. That leads to more disease in our body and feeling unwell and just things not going well in our system. So the reason I got on board with this is because it is a really great company. They care about their products. They do third-party testing on all their ingredients, which I don't know any other beauty brand, even in green beauty, that does that. Of course, a lot of green beauty brands are smaller, so they don't have the funds to do that, and I completely understand. But it is really nice to know that they are testing these ingredients. And there has been a little bit of controversy. I know a lot of people on other pages say, well, they use talc, and you know, that's not safe. I will tell you that talc itself is not the problem. Oftentimes talc that comes from China has asbestos in it. I think there was even an article that came out that Claire's was selling makeup, I think even geared to kids, that they had tested and found that there was actually asbestos in it, and generally that is coming from the talc that they use. A lot of talc is directly coming from China, not regulated, not tested. Beautycounter buys all their talc from Europe, and they also, on top of that, third-party test it to ensure that there is no asbestos or any other unsafe heavy metals that are lurking in those ingredients. So I'm going to hop right into the tutorial on this makeup look. Most of it is Beautycounter products, but there are some products that I don't use in Beautycounter. Again, there's not a single brand that I use that I love every single product. So there's no difference in Beautycounter. I have certainly not tried all their products, but just know, give them a chance, try out their products. I am sure you will be happy with the results and how they perform. Be sure to check out the links below. I'm going to have everything that I used in this makeup material listed below. Again, I want to ensure you that my channel is not, you know, going to be bombarded with Beautycounter stuff. I am very much into any brand that is clean, safe, and I will promote that and use stuff that I genuinely use and generally like. I'm never going to suggest something that I don't like or I don't use in my everyday life. That's just how it is here. Stay tuned for this makeup look. Okay, we're just gonna jump right in. I have already pretty much prepped my skin. I am using the Beautycounter Adaptive Moisture Lotion. This is a really nice lightweight lotion that is good for like daily use, for under your makeup. It has what they call a biomimic technology, so it adapts to your skin type. So whether you are really dry or you're oily, it has this ability to give you enough moisture that you need that's based on your skin type. I also have a primer on, and I like to let my primer and my moisturizer soak into my skin for at least 20 minutes before I apply my foundation. I find that this works the best, and I am using the Mineral Fusion Hydrating Primer. I know a lot of people go in with their foundation before their concealer, but I have found recently that starting with my concealer works best for me, so that's what I'm going to do. I am using Zuzu Luxe. I believe this is the color C7. My dog has chewed on it, so it is not looking nicest. But I use this for for any blemishes on my skin. I just apply that in the areas or little spots. I'm just gonna take a small little brush. This is the Real Techniques setting brush. And then I actually also take another Zuzu Luxe concealer in a different color. This is C3. I just use this one underneath my eyes. Okay, now that that's all blended in nicely, I'm going to go in with my foundation, and I am using Beautycounter's Tint Skin in the color Linen. It's very moisturizing, and I found that this really hydrates my skin at the same time as giving me coverage. Consistency is very smooth. It's a very blendable formula, so I'm just going to take a flat top kabuki brush, and this is from Eco Tools, and this is their complexion buffer. You can see the coverage is quite nice. This is just one thin layer. You can always go back in and add another layer if you feel like you need more coverage. Next, I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes, my concealer, and I'm just using the Well People translucent powder. I'm also going to go ahead and set my foundation a little bit. I find that it stays longer if I set it slightly, and I'm just gonna use a small amount of my Root Pretty Pearl foundation. This is in the color G3. Okay, next onto eyebrows. I'm just going to lightly brush up my eyebrows, and I'm actually going to be using a product that I have not used before. It is a new product from Beautycounter. This is their brow gel. They came out with 4 different colors. My color I'm using is medium. It has a very small wand, almost like a mascara wand. And this is just going to make your eyebrows feathery and look more full. If you have very sparse eyebrows, this will work well, but this is really gonna just grab to the hair that's already there and darken it. If you have sparse areas that you need to actually completely fill in, you're gonna be better off getting a pencil as well. I think this has done a really nice job of actually filling in my brows and making my eyebrows darker, but the shape is not quite right for me, so I'm just going to take my Hint Beauty pomade. This is their eyebrow definer in the color Taupe. Overall, I'm impressed with this brow gel. I love it. It's exactly what I was hoping it would do. Okay, I'm gonna move on to eyes next. I'm gonna try some eyeshadows from Beautycounter. I actually have one of their palettes here. This is their classic eyeshadow palette. When I saw this, I knew I needed to get it. I think it's probably, I would say it's probably one of their best sellers because the colors are so good. They're completely neutral. It's just a really great color palette. I just have never seen such a good color range all in one palette that I would say, you know what, I'm going to use every single one of those colors. I'm just going to first go in the crease with this color Suede right here. It's just going to be a nice transition shade. It's like a taupey, a light taupey color. Okay, I think I'm happy with the transition shade in the crease. I'm gonna go in with the color Sable. This is similar to Suede. It's another matte, but it's just a darker brown and less taupe. And I'm just going to put this on the outer V of my, excuse me, of my eye. I'm just going to use my crease brush to just blend the transition shade and the outer V shade together so there's no harsh lines. Okay, next I'm going to take a smaller brush that's more for like packing color on for the base of my eye, and I'm going to take the color Copper. It's very shimmery. I'm going to take a clean brush and go ahead and blend those colors together so they blend again together. I am going to also go ahead and do a little bit of smokiness underneath my lower lash line. For that, I'm going to use a pencil brush, and I think I'm going to just start. I'm going to start again with that suede shade, just that light shade, and see what it looks like. I don't think it's going to be dark enough, but I don't know how dark I want to go. Just took a tiny bit of sable, and I'm going to darken that up just slightly. Okay, I think that eye is done. We're going to move on to bronzer. Okay, again, I'm using the Beautycounter bronzer, and this is in the color Surf. It looks like that. It's a great color. I think there's 3 colors in their line. I want to say this is like their medium shade. I think they have one darker than this and one slightly lighter. And I'm just going to slightly contour with this as well. I will blend all this out. So it's going to look a little crazy going on, but I will blend it all into my skin. This is a really great bronzer as well. It's very pigmented and it's beautiful. It blends really nicely. It's just a really great shade as well. There's no oranginess, you don't look muddy. It's just a great everyday bronzer. Just gonna blend that out. Next, I'm gonna move on to blush, and again, I'm using a Beautycounter blush, surprise, surprise, and this is in the color Sorbet. I have not used this color yet. It's a new one to me. It's like a very peachy, sorry, not peachy, it's very pink sort of color. It has a little bit of a purple undertone. It's just a really nice, beautiful color. I think it would be good for darker skin tones as lighter. These are very pigmented, so I'm going to start very light. I'll just get a little bit on my brush and just tap into the skin. Oh wow, yeah. That is a blush. That's very pigmented. Probably more than I expected. It's a really pretty color though. I really like it. Next I'm going to highlight, and the highlighter I'm using is actually an eyeshadow from Root Pretty. This one is in the color Georgia. It's very bright and shimmery. A little bit on the tip of my nose. Okay, and now I'm just gonna set it all. I use the Pixi Glow Mist and just shake it up. I don't know if this is technically a setting spray, but it gives you a nice dewy finish. Gets rid of any of the powdery like finish that sometimes makeup can leave. I'm gonna do my eyelashes off camera. I'm just using mascara from Tarte's, and then I'll be back to do my lips. Okay, mascara is done. I'm just gonna do my lips. I am going to be using one of Beautycounter's lip glosses, and this is in the color Buff. This is such a pretty neutral and everyday lip gloss. It's honestly my favorite lip gloss like ever. It kind of smells like vanilla. And I just love, it doesn't feel sticky or anything. It's got like a doe foot applicator, which is really nice. And it gives the best neutral lip color. Okay guys, this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed it and found some Beautycounter products that you liked as well. Feel free to use my link below if you want to pick up any of these items. Of course, if you want any samples, please message me and I'll be happy to send some out to you. And if you have any questions, let me know as well. Thanks so much for watching, and I appreciate any subscribes or likes, and we'll catch you in my next video. Thanks. Bye-bye.